Howdy y'all, I'm Cadet Haven. After CST this last summer, I was fortunate enough to get shipped down to Fort Campbell for Cadet Troop Leader training immediately following CST. This means that I was attached to a platoon leader within an infantry platoon of the 101st Airborne Division. And I'll be perfectly honest, due to the fact that the entire 101st was going through a change of command process when I got there, it was not an exciting 3 weeks. It was rewarding, and I would recommend it 10 out of 10, but not terribly exciting. We did three main things while I was there. First was accountability of all gear because of the change of command. This meant an entire week of layouts and all things hand receipts. Second, we prepared for the 101st annual month-long FTX, Operation Lethal Eagle. And third, Operation Lethal Eagle started the day before I left, so I got to participate in one range day, which went into a night shoot. This was extremely helpful for my marksmanship training, and Merrick got lucky because he got to CTLT to the same unit actually, and was there for all 3 weeks of Operation Lethal Eagle. Overall, the workload for myself, PL, and the PSG, it was not hard. It was just long hours. That said, we did have some pretty amazing chow at the chow hall. Alright, see this? That is a hand receipt, one of several different types. Learn it, love it. It is going to be a significant part of being an officer, and if you mess it up, well, let's just say that you're responsible for millions of dollars of equipment. Don't mess it up. Alright, by the time I was in my third week of CTLT, I had compiled 6 lessons for being a good PL, and I believe that these are the exact 6 that I had figured out. While there are a huge number of factors that go into being a successful PL, from my experience, these are the most important and universal. Be a good person. Your soldiers are humans too. Many of them are just kids straight from high school with no life experience. Be understanding within reason. And just like the All Blacks rugby team says, no dickheads. Second lesson, communicate. Communicate up, laterally, and most importantly, down. It is so important to keep your guys in the loop. In the chaos of a typical day with a dozen different taskings and ever-changing plans, a lot of your soldiers are going to find themselves saying, "What are we doing? What the hell is going on?" Use your chain of command to relentlessly keep your Joes informed. For instance, if some of your guys are just waiting around, tell them, "Hey, I'm going to be at least 30 minutes trying to figure out what's going on, or to find this person," whatever it may be. Just stand by. That goes a long way, just so they don't feel forgotten about. And this translates into, or transitions into my next lesson, which is, take care of your soldiers. Whenever reasonably possible, send them home early, grant leave, that kind of thing. Generally, shield them from external bullshit that makes their life hard. They will appreciate it. Fourth lesson is pretty straightforward, which is to be competent. Whatever your branch or role is, you need to be very good at whatever it is you do. In an infantry platoon, that would look something like being good at hand receipts, con ops, op ords, Excel files for tracking people and stuff, tactics, marksmanship, stuff like that. Fifth lesson is be the example. Be the fastest. Be the strongest. Be the most accurate. And do not complain or bitch when your subordinates are around. All eyes are on you. You are the standard. Finally, have a good PSG. While you can, at best, influence this factor, it is of utmost importance. Your PSG is truly the glue that holds a platoon together. Finally, I was very pleasantly surprised by the generally positive attitude and lack of toxicity in that unit. Now, this was a deliberate effort on the part of platoon and company leadership. This is the result of a carefully crafted culture. While that is an entirely other conversation, the biggest part you will play in that, as a junior officer, is to simply do your job well. In the end, while my experience at CTLT may sound a bit bland on the surface, it was rewarding work around some damn good people. And I do have to admit that when it came time to leave, I was genuinely deeply upset at having to leave those guys and come back to college. And that feeling followed me around for at least a month or so. That should tell you all you need to know. If you can get your hands on a CTLT slot, either here now or at CST, fight for it. Godspeed.